working with the straw hat, we've determined from the tag that the bows are actually going to come off just off to the back, to the left of the back. So the first thing I'm going to do is actually do the base ribbon, the white. And I'm going to leave the wire, this is a wire ribbon, I'll leave the wire ribbon because it's a really good stabilizer. And I'm only going to attach it here and not put glue anywhere else because I don't want the glue coming through. If I put glue anywhere, it will be in the middle. If I have to put glue in it, because the blue will cover it up that we're going to put on the second application. First thing I'm going to do is cut it. This is actually almost a fabric ribbon. It has a linen texture to it, and I think that's real appropriate when you're doing hats or clothing, that you don't get something that looks like floral fabric. Okay, since this ribbon is so big, it looks like it wants to stick out on top, so we probably are going to have to attach it in a glue strip right in the middle, but that'll be okay. Just make sure that the top of it goes down a little taller because it goes up smaller to shape the head. So when you attach it, you're going to want to make take the top in a little bit more, and that will pull in it where it might gap. Okay. Actually, I'll put it on the hat. I actually put the glue on the hat rather than on the ribbon. I'm cutting the wire. I'll bring this one around here. I did put quite a bit more glue than I normally put when I'm hot gluing, because this and try to bring it up even. Here. Just to make sure that it doesn't show from outside. We do have a lot of extra ribbon, so if the glue does penetrate it, we do have extra. That's the nice thing about when you work with this, buying a whole bolt rather than just buying what you need. I'm trying to get the glue right in the center, so that navy on top is going to cover that. Okay, go ahead. I cut the blue now so that it will actually go in the middle. I'm going to measure it, and then I'm going to attach it right here. Now I know my flower is going to cover all of this that's uneven, so it's important that you hide, and your ribbons are all going to be underneath where the flower is going to be, so they won't be seen. And I'm just, at this point, I'm just going to glue the blue right here, and then I will spot glue it different places and make sure that it gets actually there. Now it could be sewn on, and you could put it on in one application, which might have been a little easier. I attach the glue underneath here, and I'm just going to wait a little bit and give that a chance to set up before I start pulling on it and straightening it. Just make sure that it is centered and right here. And with hot glue, it doesn't take long for it to set up, and it does a good job adhering. I actually am using a Thermal Grip Professional. Most guns, this is a floral hot gun. Most of the ones that you get are about not even half the size, but this is a really professional one. Don't have to have a professional one, but if you do very many projects, it's a lot easier to handle. Okay, and I noticed now since I've attached it that I really cut it too long, so I'm going to go here and trim it. And I can just put it right on top of the other one. Now I'm going to put the glue on the dark ribbon. I'm going to go up and down so that it will adhere top to bottom. And hopefully I won't get burnt in the process. Needle nose pliers are really handy when it comes to hot gluing. It's like having an extra hand, only it doesn't get burnt. Okay, see, that's on there pretty good. I'm going to let that set up again before I start going around and making sure that it's in the right place. Adjusted the navy on top where it needs to be, and I'm going to sit it down and put just little dots of glue around it. I'm going to take a knife and spread it apart so the glue can go down inside and not get on the white. Adjust it to make sure that it's where it needs to be. And then I can come over about midway, do the same thing. Just have to be careful not to get the glue where it could be seen. Now I'm quartering it actually when I'm going around. Then I'll come back and fill it in other places once I know it's secure and it's not going to move. Just want to be sure that you don't get it on the outside of the blue or where the white's going to, because it will go yellow on you. You have to, there is a fine line of how much you actually use, because if you use too much, then it will leave a spot where you glued it. You don't want it to look like there's a spot. I'm sure most people have done that with paper. When they've glued something, then they got their paper finished and it's got a big circle on it where the glue was. And that's not what we want to do here. Now no one's going to be holding it like this and examining it because it's going to be a fun day and it's going to be blowing. So if it's not exactly perfect, it's okay too. All right?